The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Here on the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, joined by my partner, Brock Heward. It's going to be longtime vet Nick Folk to get us started. And we're underway here in North Carolina. Trevor Etienne to return this. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. More of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore with everything else he was doing in that ballgame.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now the defense did have to work for them on that previous play, Brock, so just 5 yards to go now on 2nd following the flag. Running it after the penalty. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Set, ready.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Young. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Rams.
Play action. Here's Young. The left side, Sanders has it. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. Don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Hey!
On the play fake, here's Stafford. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's all the way up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Luka Nakua, the target on that throw. And it sets up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On second down, a run with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Black, 95.
From the pistol, it's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31.
That's good.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10.
Here we go.
31-yard line.
Young on the play action. Complete to Tremble. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Blue.
This is Hubbard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Let's go. Yell, say, go. Ready?
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
That's another. Panthers, first down.
And going play action. Young. That's Evans making the catch outright. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
On the double.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Ready. Ready. Set.
Young working from the gun. Short pass brought in. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Completed to his running back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
And the Panthers, first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Rams, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. We think the handoff now, Stafford. Throw wheeled in by Higbee. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Stafford now off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10 from the 43. Play action now for Stafford. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. It's Stafford once more. Screen here for Williams. Football is out. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Now Stafford again. Chased out to his right. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Rams, first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Stafford from the gun. That one complete to Higbee. And this one does not go far. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
First and 10.
Play action now. Young. Connection made to Tremble. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Lean back motion's right. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Set, hut. Set.
Dowdle. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Broncos. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Getting a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And with precious little time remaining in our season, he's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Nacua here, he's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
One play in, Brock in his drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down throw here for Stafford. Nacua's got it again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Full call now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers and Tenero McMillan taking over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
3rd and 1.
Young's going to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Set, hut. Set.
They'll go, Dowdle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10 from the 43. Young on the play action. Complete to Trumbull. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's McMillan. And this one doesn't go far. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Stafford now. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. He manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That's complete. Nacua on the left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Stafford now on 1st down. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua, so it'll be 2nd down. Stafford's going to throw once more. Just keeps connecting to Nacua. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the 42. Stafford now off the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
It's Stafford once more. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So with a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Full call now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He gets with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue check.
They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On the ready.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Set, hut. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On play action, here's Young. Tremble with the ground. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. All set now, 1st and 10.
And the Panthers, first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check white.
Here's the give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hut, hut.
On the ground again with Dowdle. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Blue 32. Hut.
Here's Young to throw. Into the hands of Leggett. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hut, hut.
Send the tight end in motion.
Hut.
On the counter, Dowdle. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Opposite. Green.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know, if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now Eddie Pinheiro will try to knock it through for the Panthers. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They pick the handoff. Now Stafford finds him on the crossing route. Racing down the left side. Puka Nacua. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights, and the Rams take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. He gets with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Shoots away from one. Hubbard lost it, ball's out. And it looks like that'll be Rams football.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What do they say about fatigue? It makes cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security and the ball just like that.
The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Ready?
1st and 10. It's Hubbard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Yellow.
This
Line.
drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Commit red.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. In this game, Brock, all the games today and tonight, part of a busy week of football for all of us. The traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago, all a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring the legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. Now they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Waiting.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now Stafford again. Screen here for Williams. Still has room inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Waiting.
Working inside the red zone. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Set. Waiting.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got it. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. He gets with a return here. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
1st and 10.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Set. Punt.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Feeling the
60
receiver
red.
in motion left.
60 red. Set.
He'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out, that's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Folk is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always, and Welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Dodge the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st at 2nd down.
Brought down by Trevin Wallace. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll throw.
33-yard
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Stafford now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Rams are set to punt. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Down.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's Hubbard off the option. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
On the stop.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now it's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11th.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out come the Rams on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent game before being brought down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Stafford throwing again. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Okay, ready?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Young on the play action. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
Set, ready, set.
3rd and long, Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's another Panthers 1st down.
Here's Young again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. Play action now for Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Running for the marker with Williams. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
6 on the play.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Smith, red.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hits him on the out route. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams headed out to the field now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Lady.
Stafford from the gun. Now his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. From the pistol, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Panthers.
Let's go now.
First down.
Out of the gun, Young. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Young hangs on to it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
And 7.
Set. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing a fourth down.
It's now
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Return starts at the 9. Escapes a defender. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10 from the 32. Back to work after throwing the pick. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Second and 3 now.
brings up second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford. It's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
42-yard line.
Stafford now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Stafford on third. Screen here for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
The Rams are set to punt, and he's been getting all of it every time out. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Carolina offense headed out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Ready.
They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. There's Dowdle again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Still working past the 40. 30. Inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a third-quarter lead.
We are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. Now Pinheiro kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Just keeps connecting to Nakua. On the move, past the 40. Still fighting forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Fulcon now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
Panthers 41.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. They get with a return here. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Shoots away from one. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, Young has him on the quick hitter. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. We've set it down from 37. First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Check pitch.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Young working from the gun. That is Cox. Hits McMillan again. And they take him down right along the 30. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Check White.
Rush coming for Young. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. For the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Stafford's going to throw once more. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Now Stafford again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. It's Stafford once more. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Stafford throwing again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person.
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams now lead by 10. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers set to take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. This is Leggett working the left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
The left side, Sanders has it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground with Williams. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
He's going deep to the left side. He was looking Xavier Leggett's way there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, running with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and third downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Young to throw. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Now it's Young. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long for him here. It's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he gets this down near the 30.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They could block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And he's going to take this only to about the 31. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Young. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Connection made to Tremble. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams, still receiver Puka Nacua, back out to take possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Straight ahead with Williams. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, here's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's a gain of 32. First down.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. There he goes again! Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
That's another Rams first down. First and goal. Rams.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown! His 4th total score of the game. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he can bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency. Got to be a sky high right now.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Rams get it back on his 6th interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points.
Panthers 44.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
It's Young, the throw here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3.
Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Hey, go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air on first down. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second.
Put a receiver in motion left.
At the
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Down. Ready.
Young looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it looks like that'll be Rams football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. What happened?
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
Easily add the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
At the Panthers' 6-yard line.
They try again with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.